Star Wars, Shadow of the Mandalorian Part 3. Once he was clear, the Mandalorian engaged the autopilot and slumped back in his seat, hissing as pain flared in his shoulder. He peeled back the scorched flight suit to inspect the wound. The blaster bolt had punched clean through the armor's joint, cauterizing the flesh beneath it. It was a nasty wound, but his Beskar had absorbed the worst of it. He disinfected the injury and applied a medpack, his movements practiced and efficient. With the immediate danger past, the weight of his situation settled in. He was wounded, being hunted by a powerful and unknown enemy, and in possession of an artifact that seemed to be actively corrupting him. He needed a place to lie low, to repair his armor and his ship, and to figure out what to do with the cursed holocron. "They fear you," the voice whispered from the pouch, a silken, insidious tone. "They tried to kill you because they fear what you could become. With me, you need not fear them. You could make them kneel." "Get out of my head," the Mandalorian snarled, grabbing the pouch and shoving it into a reinforced weapons locker. The whispers faded, but the feeling of its presence lingered, a cold spot in the warmth of the cockpit. There was only one person he could trust, someone who owed him a life debt and who knew more about ancient artifacts than anyone he'd ever met. He set a course for the junk planet of Lotho Minor, a place the rest of the galaxy had forgotten. He could only hope his old friend hadn't. "I have a name," Agent Voss announced, striding onto the bridge of the Steadfast. A holographic image of the Mandalorian's Commerce-class fighter appeared in the center of the room, the ship that left Morvath, and later caused a disturbance at the Serpentine coil, is registered to a bounty hunter known only as the Mandalorian, ex-member of the Zealous Children of the Watch, went independent after the Purge. He has a reputation for being efficient, ruthless, and solitary. "A Mandalorian," Captain Dane mused, "that complicates things. He's running," Voss stated, her eyes fixed on the hologram. "He took something from Morvath, and this client of his wants it back badly. I want to know what it is, plot his last known trajectory, and calculate all possible destinations. I'm taking a shuttle. It's time I met this Mandalorian." Lotho Minor was a graveyard of starships, a planet-wide scrap heap where fortunes could be made or lives could be lost in the shifting mountains of junk. The Mandalorian landed his ship in a hidden valley, camouflaging it beneath a collapsed freighter wing. He made his way on foot to a workshop built into the side of a derelict capital ship. The door hissed open to reveal an aging Twi'lek with faded green skin and a cybernetic eye that whirred as it focused on him. His name was Kellen, and he was a master mechanic and historian. "Mandalorian," Kellen grunted, wiping grease from his hands with a rag. "By the stars, I thought you were dead. What trouble have you brought to my doorstep this time?" "The kind you're good at," the Mandalorian said, stepping inside. He placed the lead-lined pouch on the workbench. "I need you to tell me what this is, and how to destroy it." Kellen's cybernetic eye zoomed in on the pouch. He cautiously opened it, his organic eye widening as the crimson glow of the holocron spilled out, bathing the workshop in a malevolent light. "Maker's breath," Kellen whispered, taking a step back. "This is not just some relic, Mandalorian. This is a key, a source of immense power. It is called the Heart of the Shadow." Before he could explain further, the workshop's proximity alarms blared. On a monitor, 3 ships were descending from the clouds, 2 unmarked assault craft and 1 smaller, sleeker shuttle bearing the insignia of the New Republic. "Looks like your trouble found you," Kellen said, grabbing a heavy repeater rifle from a weapons rack. The Mandalorian drew his blaster, the pain in his shoulder forgotten. He was trapped. On one side, the ruthless agents of his former client. On the other, the unwavering justice of the New Republic. And in the middle, a Sith holocron that was whispering promises of power and survival in his ear. "Let me help you," it hissed. "Let me show you the way."